Does green steel pirate locations have what it takes to keep up with the meta? Let's find out today, guys, as we put it to the test versus Emerald Amethyst. Our good friend Patrick from Lorcana Duel will be piloting Emerald Amethyst. Shout out to you, Patrick. Thanks so much for the games. And this was during our weekend locals. Before we hop into our deck list, big shout out to our YouTube community members. Appreciate you guys so much for the support. If you want to become a member, comes with a bunch of really cool perks. Check out the description down below. Having that said, let's hop straight into our deck list with our 1-drops. We have the Diablo and the Captain Hook. The Diablo is such an amazing draw engine. Plus, we do have some actions to shift him. The Captain Hook, he's a captain and he's a pirate, so he's going to sync up really well with Smee and the Daisy Duck. We'll get to them in just a second. The Morph has a few targets: the Beast, Tinkerbell, John Silver, and the Diablo. My personal favorite is the big John Silver, the Shift. We'll get to him in a second, but he is such a powerhouse. The Smee, he won't take any damage as long as there's a captain in play. And we do have the Daisy Duck, Captain Hook, and the John Silver, all captains. So as long as any of them are in play, Smee does not take a damage. John Silver, oh my goodness, this guy is insane. We are running a lot of cheap locations like the Hidden Cove and the Bayou to beef up the John Silver, and that's going to be super key, having cheap locations. But the John Silver's ability sets, for each location you have in play, this character gains resist +1 and gets +1 lore. So he's going to get really beefy and really strong. Pete to stop the songs, and Daisy Duck, oh my goodness. Guys, this is one of my favorite cards. She's a captain, she's a hero, and she is a pirate. And one of her abilities says, whenever one of your pirate characters quests while at a location, you draw a card. She quests for 2, she's a 3/3, and she is going to get you some draws, guys. One of my favorite cards in this set so far. The Beast, so you can get your draws. Tinkerbell to help you with removal. John Silver is an 8 cost, but he's going to shift out on for 5 ink. His ability says, at the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to every opposing ready character. Plus, he has resist 2, quest for 2, 6/6. This guy is super jacked. We have the Baboom, Storm Rage On, and the Raging Fire. Baboom, it's an inkable action, so it can't get sniped by Ursula. It's cheap, you can ink it, and ink is huge in this deck because we only have 8 uninkables, so we're making this deck super consistent. Storm and Strength, amazing songs. Hidden Cove, the Bayou, both 1-drop locations. That's super important because if we have the 1-drop locations, we can beef up our John Silver for super cheap. Plus, any of the pirates inside the Bayou while Daisy Duck is in play, you draw a card, you draw 2 cards, and you discard 1 card. So it feels really good to filter out through your deck. Perilous Maze is a 3-cost location, but it only costs 1 to move your characters inside. I think that's super important in this kind of deck. So you can move your characters and trigger your Daisy for super cheap. All right, here we go. Game 1. We are on the play. This is a best of 2. Let's do it, Patrick. What you got? What you got? We're going to ink the Captain Hook. We play out the Diablo. When you have the broken, we have the absolute broken start of Diablo Shift, plus a couple other songs. We take a look at his hand, and we pass turn. We have a Strength and Raging Fire, Daisy, Smee, and a Storm, plus the Diablo Shift. We draw another Storm, so we're going to discard one of the Storms, shift our Diablo, probably ink the Strength, and we're stuck. If he plays Ursula, he's going to snipe the other Strength out of our hand, and there's nothing we can do about it. We're not going to sync Strength on our own Smee. That'd be super messed up. But we do draw into another Strength, I believe. I think. I don't know, Strength. Oh yeah, we got a Strength and a Storm in hand. He plays the Bonsai. So he played the Bonsai because what are the odds that I have another Strength in my hand? Because I discarded 1 already and I inked a Storm. So he played the Storm onto his Bonsai, and that's going to be a huge swing for us. Smee's going to quest for 2. We develop another Smee. And by turn 4, when we have 4 ink, we can play out Daisy because she is a captain. Our Smees are just going to stop taking any damage. So that's going to be super clutch. But with Diablo Online, puts us in a really good spot. But he does have the answer, temporary answer with a Cloud Kicker. Bouncing it back to our hand, we're going to replay him. Do we? Yeah, we replay him. And we're going to pay 1 to play another Diablo. At this point, I just want to put on mega pressure. We see as an Ursula, a Crab, a Bonsai, and oh, what's that? Gazelle. because I was totally blanking out. He has a Gazelle. Gazelle is really cool because when you play her, you give another one of your characters evasive. So my Diablo is not gonna survive that long, guys. But that's okay. We just need to put on pressure. We already got a few draws off our Diablo, and this next turn is where we have to play out the Daisy Duck. Daisy's gonna stop Smee from taking any damage. Gonna stop him from hitting himself. All right, Daisy plays. And again, guys, Daisy's ability, she's a pirate and she's a captain, and her ability says whenever one of your character's quests will add a location, you draw a card. If we see a location, then that's going to be even better for us. So this was a really, just letting you know, this was a really tough start for Patrick. He didn't see any of his 1-drops, and his 2-drop was a Bonsai, and I did have the Storm with the Diablo, so I had quite a broken start. He plays out Gazelle. Gazelle is gonna give Snake evasive. Snake banishes Diablo. This card is amazing. This card is so cool. I really like the Gazelle and the Go-Go Tamago. Big fan of those. And if you guys watched the Intercontinentals, Mr. Artabax, Green-Purple, Mr. Green-Purple himself, took a win against a Green Steel deck. Green Steel discard deck. All right, we draw a card, and it happens to be the Bayou. Perfect timing, Mr. Bayou, sir. We throw the Smee in the Bayou. We quest for 1, or we quest for 2. Daisy triggers first, then the Bayou is going to trigger after. So we draw 2 cards, we discard the Diablo because we don't need him anymore. I'd rather keep the Incubables, plus Diablo already did his job. We're going to quest in for 2 with Daisy, draw another 2 cards, discard 1. Bye-bye Diablo number 2. And of course, we have to quest with our other Diablo, our little Diablo, to put us up to 18. Mega pressure, we Incomplete, play another Bayou, and now this is good because we're diversifying our lore. Characters and 2 locations that he has to deal with. He only has 3 characters on board. He will need, I don't know, does double Fox do it? Challenge, challenge, challenge. Fox, Fox. Yeah, he doesn't have it. So we're going into game 2. We got this one. All right, game 2, now Patrick's going to be on the play, so bigger advantage for him. Does he see his 1-drop? Oh my goodness, we're in for a ride, guys. He does see his 1-drop, a Cursed Merfolk. Very aggro start indeed. We play the Diablo. We see he has the Bonsai. That's a little scary. Crab, kick Cloud Kicker. He inks his Crab and plays out the Bonsai. So this curve is super strong because now he has 4 lore on board. We definitely have to take out Merfolk. We have to banish his Merfolk. I think the play here was play Cove, put Diablo in Cove, and then have him use his Cloud Kicker on our Diablo instead of the Morph here. Because if he plays Kit, he's going to bounce our Morph back to the hand. And it would have been, the other way around would have been Diablo back to the hand. And maybe it would have slowed him down by challenging into our Cove. So that might have been the play. So Bonsai challenges our Diablo, banishes our Diablo. We have our Morph in hand. And we're going to play out the John Silver because next turn we can give him resist plus 1/1 strength and willpower with the Cove. So we're going to have a beefy John Silver to try to contest his board, try to banish as many characters as we can. And this is where the genie comes down, drawing him a card, and he has evasive plus 2 lore. He's going to be really tough to deal with. We don't have any fast removal like brawls. We have to deal enough damage to banish it, or we need a like a Diablo, or we need like a Diablo. So this is going to be really rough. John Silver banishes his Bonsai, taking only 2 damage because he has resist 1. Plus, he is currently a 4/4 while at the location. We have a couple targets for the Morph. We have Beast and we have John Silver. I think we have to go Beast. I think we have to go Beast route. Play the Beast outright, not shift. Leave the Morph there. So the following turn, we play the John Silver. He plays the Merlin Rabbit, and Patrick's in a really good spot because he's drawing cards and he's developing his board at the same time. So it is a double threat. He's refueling his hand. He's gonna draw into more threats, and that's just more stuff that we have to deal with. So we do end up sinking the John Silver in for your quest for 2. And John Silver's ability start of our turn is going to deal 1 damage to each opposing ready character. So that's going to trigger and pop off. Only going to deal 1 to his newly played genie here. And I think we missed it. We do put it on. We do put the damage on eventually though. We're going to pay 5 for the beast. I think, yeah, definitely should have been a little better the other way around. Playing the beast first so we can get that extra draw. Then shifting our John Silver here if it made sense. Now we take out both of his characters, his kit and his rabbit, because we want to slow down his LoreGainz. He has double genie, so this threat is insane, guys. Double genie power is crazy. Quest for 4. He's gonna put him at 15. So he puts him at 15. He plays out the Elsa, so this is a really good swing here. Exerts beast, challenges beast, Elsa survives, plus I don't get the draw from my beast, so I'm not gonna see more cards, potentially seeing my outs to his genie. Very good play. End of turn, Diablo is gonna take a damage. He draws a card, which he's absolutely fine with. He didn't have any other plays, plus he gets to see more cards in his deck. John Silver is gonna sing the strength or the storm on the Elsa because she's a guaranteed banish. We have no other removal in hand. We play 3 for a Diablo. Everyone's cozy in the cove. I'm going to quest in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we have nothing else to do. Does he have the goat? Goat wins here, guys. Does he have goat for the win? Inks a Diablo, plays a goat and a flower. Rose. GG's. That is a 1-1. And end of the tournament, we ended up getting 1st and 2nd place. We had the same points. We had the same record. And that was an awesome game, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to tune in tomorrow to watch our live stream. We have a live stream tomorrow. Make sure to tune in. Big shout out to you, Lorcana Duo, Patrick, for this awesome game. Welcome back. He was in the Philippines. And I will see you guys next time.